club in Norway coming to visit you, and they haven't been here in Trondheim before. United been in Oslo and played Vålerenga, and be at the club and show that you have the ability and everything. And that's what, you know, as I said before, it's just like forget.
We'll hand over to your match commentators for this one, Ben Thornley and Dave Stowell.
Captain Marcus Henriksen enjoyed spells in the colour of Hull City and Bristol City in England, but misses out today through injury. Edvard Tagsted used to be in the youth team at...
As I mentioned earlier, you know, there are plenty of people that we can call upon, but this is where Kobbie Mainoo started his meteoric rise last season in a game akin to this, and look where it ended for him. Playing in the biggest stage in European football for his country.
We've passed the midway point of the first half. A couple of early scares for Manchester United, otherwise both sides settling into the game without any great threat at either end as yet.
Norway coming to visit you.
Casemiro's clearance falls for the hosts. It's a nice little mazy run, and the effort blocked by Johnny Evans.
Yeah, Nearpan, he chose the wrong option for me. He had players to his right-hand side and elected to shoot himself when the shot wasn't really on.
There have been a few spells like this, though, where United struggle to get the ball away. Keeps on coming back at them. Fish wins the header. Hannibal trying to be delicate with his placement. Selness with a nice touch. Fish emphatically getting it clear. Just starting to pen Manchester United back again here.
Yeah.
Selness can't thread it through Hannibal. Casemiro had company, which he wasn't aware of.
Yeah, you can just see that that's where the Norwegian side... Hang on a minute.
Ball over, which is dealt with by Williams. Wheatley will try and shield it. Brings Williams into play. Wrighton was desperately trying to stop the counter-attack.
That's where they're demonstrating the fitness, where, you know, United are still finding the legs. It's the very first game, and they have been a little bit sloppy with the ball, but also the Norwegians have been very quick to recover it.
It was one of those classic thou shalt not pass defensive moments.
He had some grass to run into as well, didn't he?
Well, again, if that is a regular season game, you're probably seeing a yellow card there.
Definitely, yeah.
And of course, hot on the heels of the Euros and the Copa America, it's difficult to switch into pre-season mode, perhaps. But some really mouth-watering games ahead in the next few weeks before the season gets underway. Manchester United taking on Rangers at Murrayfield, then heading out to the States, to Los Angeles, to take on Arsenal. Real Betis, the opponents in San Diego, and then South Carolina will host Manchester United against Liverpool before the Community Shield, of course. And then the Premier League season gets underway at Old Trafford against Fulham. And all the games on Tour 2024, live here on MUTV.
Yeah, it's not a bad pre-season for them, is it? Playing the top three in the Premier League. That's the sort of test you want before you go into a campaign. And I know that they say that results don't mean anything, and to a certain extent they don't, but what it does do, if you can get onto a little bit of a winning trail before you go into your first game against Fulham, then it just makes you feel better that you've had a decent pre-season under your belt and you've beaten some very good sides, and that can take that's your mindset then for the first game against Fulham, which incidentally was one of the best goals I saw Ruud van Nistelrooy score at Old Trafford, was against
Absolute
Fulham.
Classic, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's replayed in his mind a few times in the last
Sure.